it's your girl Sonia Simone. Welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be making baked mac and cheese. Now, a friend of mine is having a little get together and she asked me to make baked mac and cheese for her. However, she was just using ingredients that she had at home already. So I'm gonna use the ingredients that she gave to me. But before we go on, please like, subscribe, and share. And also thanks for watching. So now I'm going to show you the ingredients that I'll be using, and then we can also start the process.
Okay, here's my pot, guys, where I'll be using 2 boxes of Elbows number 35 noodles. Now I'll be adding water to the pot of noodles. I'll be adding salt and a little bit of oil so that the noodles doesn't stick together. Now I'll be placing the pot on the stove. I'll be covering it, turning it on, and now while that is boiling, I'll be cutting up the different types of cheese. Now this is the sharp cheese. I'll be cutting it up in squares. This one is a bit easier to cut up because it's soft. So I'll be cutting it in small squares. Put that to the side. Now I'll be starting with the mozzarella cheese. I'll also follow the same process. You can use whatever cheese you like in your mac and cheese. I use everything that is here, but normally I'll use 2 Cracker Barrel cheese. But in this case, we have more than enough cheese, so I won't be using all of the cheese. So here we have a big block of cheese. I'm cutting a portion of it, and I'll be using a portion of it, not all of it. We don't want our mac and cheese to be cheesy where it gives you diarrhea. We want it to have enough cheese where it's enjoyable. Here you see me struggling with the cheese because it's a bit difficult. That's why I'm using 2 hands. So you see me cut them in rectangles and then smaller pieces. Then I put them in a container. Now I move on to cracking 3 eggs. Now here, we're cracking 3 eggs. Making sure if I got any shell inside of it, I take it out. Then I scramble. the eggs. Then I'll be adding some milk. And I'll also be scrambling that as well. And this right here, the egg and milk, is to hold the noodles in place. Some people don't know why we put eggs, the mixture of the egg and the milk inside, but it's to hold the noodles in place. Now my noodles are finished and I'm straining it. Now I'm using the fork to kind of loosen it inside of the pot so I can pour it out. So we want to make sure that we drain all the excess water out of the noodles. Now we're gonna put our noodles in the baking pan, spread it out evenly. Still have to be careful because it's hot. Now we're gonna use our mixture with the egg and the milk. Pour it all over the noodles. And we're just gonna mix that in. So I'm using like a fold over method. Now we're going to be adding our cheese. Oops, one fell out. It'll stay there. So I'll be adding the cheese little by little. Adding the mozzarella cheese now. I like to add them little at a time. And just, as I say, do the fold over method. So the cheese will eventually work its way to the bottom as I add more cheese. I promise you can't go wrong as long as that you have enough cheese. Continue with the fold over method. You can add whatever you like to your mac and cheese, however you like it. I like mine where I make sure I have cheese right throughout from top to bottom. Some people make mac and cheese and the cheese is just on top. That's not mac and cheese for me. I'm going to be adding the shredded cheese as well. And as you see, that this is a big size pan. I was tempted to make it 2 pans instead, but just was being lazy. And if you notice, I'm going to switch to a bigger spoon because a big spoon instead of the fork because the fork wasn't doing its job. I'm sorry if you're hearing the pigeon in the background. Add in the rest of the shredded cheese. And this is just the technique you have to keep doing. Folding and mixing. Folding, you have to make sure that, the cheese also goes down to the bottom. So you have to pick up with the spoon, fold over. Pick up with the spoon, fold over. Just want to make sure the cheese is all in there. And right now, as you can see, the cheese is melting. So I'm making sure that I get all the noodles inside. As I said, I didn't realize it was so much. Normally use a bigger pan when I'm making mac and cheese. But I'm using what I was given. And this was short notice. And as I said, this is a favor for a friend. So I'm adding some more shredded cheese. And remember, guys, you don't have to use all your ingredients if you don't have to. Like I said, this was more than enough cheese. So, of course, we're going to have cheese left over, which can be used for something else. It could be for a big ziti, whatever. I told her if there was any cheese left over, which I know it would be, she could make something else with the rest of the cheese. And I told her it's been a while since I've made some big ziti, so she was like, sure, as long as she gets some. And as you can see now, cheese is all over the noodles from top to bottom. This is going to be good. Unfortunately, I don't think I can cut this mac and cheese because, like I said, it's for someone for a little get together. I'll make another one pretty soon where in the end result I can show you where I cut into it and show you that the cheese is definitely there. For some reason with my mac and cheese, everybody always love it, and it's easy. One of the easiest things that I think that is to make mac and cheese. Anyone can. Oops, you see some falling out because the pan is really full. Now I'm making sure everything is neatly inside. Getting ready to just add a little Parmesan on top. Not too much. Then I'm also gonna be adding my breadcrumbs shortly, but topping it off with my shredded cheese. That's the last of the shredded cheese. Sorry for the alarm you hear in the background. I'm spreading it out evenly because I still want the top to have that golden yellow. Everything is just portion, taking your time, making sure it's right. Cooking is very satisfying to me. I love cooking. Now you get to see the breadcrumbs. It's the season, the breadcrumbs for me. You just sprinkle it on top. And then for my last ingredients, I'll be adding the parsley flakes. This just looks beautiful. Look at that. Now I'm going to be adding it to the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes. And look, voila, nice golden brown color. You can see the parsley flakes. And there you have it, guys. Mac and cheese. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.